Hi friends, happy Wednesday. Today we are talking all about telling time to the quarter hour. So when you look at this clock today, I want you to look at it like it's a whole circle that is split into 4 equal parts. Okay, so saying 1/4 is the same as 1/4 parts. All right, so if you look at this circle, I cut it up into 4 different parts. So each one is 1/4. Okay, so when we look at our clock, we're going to move our minute hand around the clock 1/4 of the way and see how many minutes passes. All right, so right now I have the clock set at 1 o'clock because the hour hand is to the 1 and the minute hand is straight up. And now I see my minute hand is straight up just like this line. I'm going to move it around 1/4 of the way and see where it lands. Okay, so that's 1/4. I moved my minute hand from here, straight up, around, so it's laying on its side. And you can see that it's pointing at the 15 now. Okay, so the time, it's still that 1 o'clock hour, is 1:15, or 1/4 after 1 o'clock. Okay, now I can move the clock around another quarter of the way. So I'm going to take my minute hand, and now that I know that 1/4 equals 15 minutes, I'm going to count around 15 minutes. Say, okay, oopsies, 1/4 of the way. Now, instead of laying on its side, that minute hand is straight down. So I moved from right here, around, straight down. And now this is 2/4 around or halfway around the clock. So this is half past 1 o'clock. Okay, now I'm going to take my minute hand and I'm going to go around another quarter. Okay. Now my minute hand is pointing straight across, and you can see the minutes there are 45. And now my hour hand, it's very close to the 2, but we're not to 2 o'clock yet. So the time is still 1:45, or it is a quarter till 2 o'clock. Because now I know how big my quarters are on my clock. So I am 1/4 till 2. Okay. So this time is 1:45, or a quarter till 2. All right, so now let's look at some more clocks and see if we can figure out their times. So if I set the clock here, so I know this clock says 11 o'clock. Now I'm going to move it around a quarter of the way around. So I'm going to move it 15 minutes around the clock. Now my time is 11, and then my minutes are 15, or I could say it is a quarter past 11, because I started at 11 and I passed a quarter way around the clock. So now it is 11:15, or a quarter past 11. Okay. Now let's look at this again, but I'm going to move it around another quarter. So my hour hand is staying the same. It's still here at the 11. I'm only moving my minute hand a quarter of the way around, so 15 more minutes. Now my minute hand, instead of laying on its side, is straight down. So my hour, I still am in that 11 o'clock hour, but now the time is 11. I can see my minutes are 30, or half past 11. I started at 11 I moved halfway around the clock. So I passed half of that clock. So it is now 11:30. All right, now my next quarter, I'm going to move it around. It's going straight down, so I want it to go 15 minutes, so it lays on its side again. And now look there at my hour hand. It's close to that 12, but it is not 12 o'clock yet. Okay, the time there is 11. And the minutes there, I see 45. Okay, or, now this is tricky. I'm not going to say that this is 3/4 past. It is 3/4 past, but I'm not going to say that because it is also just 1/4 away from that new hour. So if the minute hand goes around one more quarter, it will be 12 o'clock. So now that time is 11:45, or it is 1/4 till 12. All right. Okay, let's look at one more together. And I want to do this with you on page 615. So if you need to pause me and go to page 615 in your My Math book, I want you to do that. All right. Now we're going to look at number 4 and the time on the clock. Oops. The time on the clock there is 4:15. So I'm going to move around. Okay, I see 4 o'clock. Now I'm going to start at 4:15. Okay, so my hour hand is just past the 4. My minute hand is straight across, pointing at that little tiny 15 or the big 3. Okay, the time of this. All right, this is, what I just said, it is 4:15, or I could say that it is 1/4 past 4. 1/4 past 4. All right. So that's number 4. That's what time you're seeing there. All right. If I move the clock around, this isn't on your paper anymore, but if I move it around, my new time is, I'm still in the 4 o'clock hour, so it's 4. My minute hand is straight down, pointing at the 6, or you can see the little tiny 30 is 4:30, or half past 4, because we moved halfway past 4 o'clock. All right, I'm going to go another quarter of the way around, another 15 minutes. And now look at my hour hand again. It tries to trick you because it's close to 5, but it is not 5 o'clock yet. Okay, so I'm going to put here my new time is 4:45. Okay, or you could also say it is 1/4 till what time? What time is it close to? It's 4:45, so it's 1/4 till 5. All right. Okay, that is it for today. What I want you to do now is your My Math, pages 615 to 616. So you're going to do that on your own. All right, good luck.